Indonesia's history is a tapestry of rich cultural, political, and economic developments shaped by its geographical position and diverse population. Here's a concise overview. Ancient period. 1. Early human habitation. Homo erectus, known as Java man, lived in Indonesia around 1.5 million years ago. Modern humans arrived around 45,000 years ago. 2. Early kingdoms. By the 1st century CE, trade with India and China introduced Hinduism and Buddhism, leading to the rise of early kingdoms such as Tarumanagara and Srivijaya. Srivijaya, 7th to 13th centuries, was a powerful maritime empire centered in Sumatra, known for its role in spreading Buddhism. Medieval period. 3. Majapahit Empire. The Majapahit Empire, 13th to 16th centuries, based in Java, was a Hindu-Buddhist kingdom that united much of present-day Indonesia and influenced Southeast Asia culturally and economically. 4. Islamic influence. Starting in the 13th century, Islam gradually spread through trade, leading to the establishment of several powerful sultanates, such as the Sultanate of Aceh, Demak, and Mataram. Colonial period. 5. Portuguese and Dutch arrival. The Portuguese arrived in the early 16th century but were soon overshadowed by the Dutch, who established the Dutch East India Company, VOC, in 1602. 6. Dutch East Indies. By the 19th century, the Dutch consolidated control over the archipelago, forming the Dutch East Indies. This period was marked by exploitation, forced labor, and economic extraction. Nationalist movements and independence. 7. Nationalist awakening. In the early 20th century, nationalist movements gained momentum, driven by figures like Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta, who advocated for independence. 8. Japanese occupation. During World War II, Japan occupied Indonesia from 1942 to 1945, weakening Dutch colonial authority. 9. Independence. Following Japan's surrender, Sukarno and Hatta proclaimed Indonesia's independence on August 17, 1945. The subsequent Indonesian National Revolution led to the Dutch recognizing Indonesia's sovereignty in 1949. Post-independence era. 10. Sukarno era. Sukarno became Indonesia's first president, promoting a policy of guided democracy and aligning with the non-aligned movement. His rule saw political turmoil and economic difficulties. 11. Suharto regime. In 1965 to 1966, General Suharto seized power amidst a violent anti-communist purge, establishing the New Order regime. Suharto's government focused on economic development but was also marked by corruption and human rights abuses. He remained in power until his resignation in 1998 following the Asian financial crisis and widespread protests. Reformacy and modern period. 12. Democratic transition. The post-Suharto period, known as the Reformacy era, saw significant political reforms, including democratic elections and decentralization. 13. Contemporary developments. Indonesia has become Southeast Asia's largest economy and a regional power. It faces challenges such as corruption, environmental degradation, and regional separatist movements, but continues to make strides in economic development and democratic governance. Indonesia's history is characterized by its diversity, strategic trade position, and dynamic political landscape, making it a pivotal nation in Southeast Asia.